Hi, my name is Dan Kitwood and I'm a photojournalist at Getty Images in London. During my time at Getty, I've covered a wide range of stories, both in the UK and abroad. My assignments range from the hustle and bustle of domestic news to human interest stories overseas, from Gaza to the Ukraine, the Vatican to the Philippines. Now, I've used a lot of cameras, but I have a really special one with me today. It's the new Samsung camera, and it's the NX1. So this is the NX1, Samsung's all-capability integrated flagship compact system camera. The black magnesium exterior, more commonly seen in mid to high range cameras, makes for a bold first impression. It's durable and incredibly lightweight, which is great. The NX1 fits comfortably into my hand, with a solid grip, which makes me think it was designed for a professional user. Separate buttons for frequently used functions are laid out clearly on the back of the camera, which is convenient and also a handy time saver. There's a wide variety of them too. The status window allows you to quickly check the settings on your camera, and is something you only typically see in mid to high range digital SLR cameras. The display is a 3-inch crisp Super AMOLED screen, and it even tilts. It comes with the new Dream 5 video processing engine. Now that can process 1528 megapixel high definition images per second. Now I usually have the opportunity to try Samsung's new products when they're released, and I'm always pleasantly surprised with any advancements each new product brings. This one is no exception. So let's get to know the NX1 in a bit more detail. One of the most impressive features on the new NX1 is the improved processor and the speed of the AF system. The Dream 5 processor is 2.8 times faster than its predecessor, with a burst rate of 15 frames per second. The file size is great at 28 megapixels, and the camera shoots 4K UHD video as well. To be able to compose a shot quickly and effectively, it is vital that a camera is able to cope with the subject matter that is off-center of the frame. In these situations, you need to be able to trust that the camera will perform reliably and fast. You don't want to miss the moment or find out afterwards that you have the wrong point of focus in the shot. A total of 205 phase detection AF points cover almost of the imaging area, so the NX1 can chase and quickly focus on a subject matter. No matter where it is in the frame. The NX1 not only focuses quickly, but also has a great vertical and horizontal frame coverage. With an AF speed of 55 microseconds, the fastest out of all compact system cameras, the camera focuses as soon as I position a shot. So all I have to do is press the shutter, allowing me to easily capture the beauty of any fast-moving subject. Advanced subject movement prediction algorithms can achieve up to 15 frames per second, continuously shooting while tracking focus. I can capture all the little movements of a moving subject by merely following it in the viewfinder and clicking the shutter. After shooting a sequence like this, some cameras can slow down or even stop. Prevents you from taking any more pictures. That can be a real nightmare. The NX1 is remarkably quick in processing these images though. I'm really impressed. This shooting mode allows me to capture the most beautiful moments, hidden in movement, by giving it a great selection to choose from. The NX1 has the ability to capture a burst rate of 15 frames per second, all at 28 megapixels. That's really impressive. The NX1 boasts an impressive shutter speed of 1/8000th of a second. That's fast enough to capture water droplets from a fountain or a wave without any motion blur. As if it were an inanimate object. That's pretty amazing. Let's try taking some shots of a moving subject. That's great. The pictures look clean, crisp and sharp. That's something you'd never be able to see with the naked eye. The extraordinary technology behind the NX1 allows us to see images that just can't be experienced through eyesight alone. Now the strength of any digital camera lies in its sensor. The NX1's 28 megapixel BSI APS-C sensor is the first of its kind to be used on a CSC. There used to be lots of technological limitations in the past regarding this. It really is extremely innovative and it brings the quality of the images to a whole new level. Even when cropping 100% into a frame, the resulting images are crisp, clear and detailed, since the low-pass filter is eliminated on the CMOS sensor. This takes away some of the pressure when I'm in the field, since I know I have the option of taking a shot at a wider angle and later cropping into detail within the frame if necessary. After taking a wide-angle shot, for example, the quick focus check function enables me to zoom in and confirm the image's sharpness. It automatically zooms into the focus point, so I don't have to look for it myself. This makes checking the photos much easier and quicker. The backside illumination technology makes the photodiode area bigger, allowing it to absorb more light so you can shoot sharp images even in the darkest environments. Let's test out the NX1's high ISO. The ISO can be set as high as 25,600 and the camera effectively removes noise even at these high levels. Advanced algorithms analyse the details and colours, resulting in a clear picture, free from noise, in even the darkest parts of the shot. The NX1 is capable of recording videos in 4K UHD. That's 4 times the resolution of Full HD. Videos are becoming increasingly important, and having a camera which will shoot 4K is fantastic, as that level of quality is rapidly becoming the industry standard. The NX1 applies the latest H.265 video compression codec to its 4K videos. It can record the same quality footage at half the size and bitrate of H.264. So even though the NX1's bitrate is 40 megabits per second, the image quality is equal to footage shot at 80 megabits per second H.264. Moreover, since you can save high definition videos in a high efficiency 265, it's possible to save the same kind of video as a much smaller file. When choosing any new camera, one of the most important considerations is always going to be the range of lenses available. Now Samsung's got this covered with 16 great lenses to choose from. They range from the 10mm wide angle to the 200mm and everything in between. Among the many lens options Samsung offers, I'll be trying out the 50 to 150mm f2 and the 16 to 50mm 2.8 premium S lens. So let's take a look at the 16 to 50mm S lens first. This lens is the equivalent to 24mm to 75mm on a 35mm full frame sensor. This offers a great focal range. It's useful for everything from lifestyle shots to landscapes. So now let's take a look at the 50 to 150mm S lens. This lens is part of Samsung's premium line of lenses. Now, despite being a telescopic lens, it still has a maximum aperture of 2.8 throughout the focal range. Fast and bright lens like this gives you creative control over your images. You can shoot in lower light and have greater control over the background when shooting action, or shoot at long distance, for example. And there are even more Samsung lenses to choose from. The button layout is comfortable. The location and the size of the buttons are also suitable for my grip. Frequently used functions are grouped on the function key, so you don't have to navigate through the whole interface to find them. You can also see the vital camera settings on the status window, which is situated at the top of the camera. The LCD panel is what you'd see normally on a mid to high range digital SLR. Now in my work I have to be able to make the camera function almost without thinking. Changing controls need to feel as natural as clicking your fingers. The NX1 seems pretty good in this regard. Let's move on to the vertical grip. The camera body in itself is reasonably small, but even with the vertical grip it still doesn't feel that big. The camera feels even more stable and comfortable. And with the additional batteries, it certainly gives you peace of mind knowing you won't get caught out on an important shoot. Even holding the camera vertically, you still have access to a variety of functions. The NX1 has a 3-inch FPGA Super AMOLED display, and not only is it crisp and precise, it tilts down 45 degrees and up 90 degrees. Now this greatly broadens the angles that I can work with. It also makes shooting landscapes at high and low angles and shooting in difficult circumstances like the low visibility a whole lot easier. It'll save me from having to kneel on soaking wet ground to check the focus too. Oh dear, that can't be good for the camera. Don't worry, the NX1 is dust and splash resistant too. The NX1 has XGA OLED electronic viewfinder. I can focus on this subject without taking my eye from the viewfinder, which really helps me just concentrate on the shoot itself. This feels as crisp as an optical viewfinder and has an amazing 5 microsecond response. The NX1 boasts the most versatile wireless options on a digital camera of its class. Not only does it utilise the latest Wi-Fi standard IEEE 802.11ac, it also adopts NFC, and it's the first camera to have Bluetooth capabilities. You can quickly and easily check your images on a smartphone or tablet and send them off. You can even view 4K movies on the Samsung UHD TV through Wi-Fi. Speed is vital to a photojournalist. I need to be able to not only shoot my images effectively, but move them to my office or a client quickly. Sometimes it can literally be a matter of seconds that make the difference between a newspaper choosing to run my images or someone else's. Dream 5 image processor, which is capable of handling 28 megapixel high quality images at 15 frames per second. 15 frames per second continuous shooting mode with AF tracking that results in perfect focusing for every shot. Implementation of cutting edge compression codec H.265, which allows efficient storage of 4K UHD videos without having to use any external storage device. I would say the NX1 is an innovative camera that, despite being a CSC, is packed full of functions that surpass those of most mid-range digital SLRs. I think I'll be spending quite a bit of time with the NX1.